I'm pleased to share Gretchen's story in honor of Rare Disease Day. So, Gretchen, thank you for sharing this with our community. I was born 18 weeks premature and was diagnosed with ROP. My parents weren't sure how to raise a blind child, and growing up in a rural area gave me many experiences that I would not have had growing up surrounded by other blind people in an urban area. Though I did not learn all the blindness skills that I would have learned in a big city, growing up where I did taught me how to be creative and resourceful. I learned how to advocate for myself and how to work hard for what I wanted in life. I am not currently employed and I don't have lots of work experience. However, when an employer asks me how I will perform a job task that they believe requires sight, I can provide them with alternative techniques a blind person can use to perform the task. I am an occupational therapy assistant, and one of the terms the literature uses is the compensatory techniques. If someone loses an arm, they're taught compensatory techniques so they can become as independent as possible. As a blind person, I much prefer alternative techniques. Just because I do a task differently doesn't mean the way I do it is inferior, and I'm not compensating for sight that I never had. Growing up blind with ROP has taught me how to think creatively about various ways to bring accessibility to the forefront of conversations. I have learned to educate the general public who might not have much experience dealing with people with disabilities. Instead of getting frustrated, I invite them to ask questions and become allies to the disabled community. I found out about PRRF a few years ago. I chose to support them because, unlike most research organizations, they make advocacy and education a priority. Having retinal diseases can make things challenging, and though the research is helpful, creating educational programs to show that it is possible to live a full life is the most important work of all. Gretchen, thank you so much for sharing your story with us. If you'd like to connect with other individuals with rare retinal diseases and their community of supporters, connect with us on Facebook at Pediatric RRF or on LinkedIn at linkedin.com/company/pediatric RRF. As always, you can learn more at prrf.org. And this tribute story was read by S. Seville.